at 6. First, the highlights. Lagos State Government kicks off Executive and Legislative Parley. Federal Government begins implementation of healthcare digitalization. On the foreign scene, Russian missile attack on Ukraine kills 16 people, scores injured. In sport, Ghana Football Association reappoints Otuado as head coach of Black Stars. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. A 3-day executive and legislative parley has kicked off in Lagos State with the theme Engaging All for an Inclusive Governance, Hands-On for a Greater Lagos. Top government functionaries, members of the State House of Assembly, federal lawmakers representing Lagos in the Senate and House of Representatives and local government gathered in Victoria Island to deliberate and chart the way forward for a greater Lagos. In his keynote address, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who acknowledged the mutual cooperation among the state and federal lawmakers representing the state, noted that at this challenging period, both globally and nationally, leaders must be dedicated and selfless to resolve issues in alleviating the sufferings of the people. Sanwo-Olu urged political office holders to show empathy to their constituents and put smiles on their faces, which he noted is a major reason they are elected into office.
For us to achieve this goal, it is imperative that we continue to work together, understand and harmonize our differences, always on the side of overwhelming majority of our people in line with the manifesto of our party, meaning that our decisions should be driven, like we always say, the greatest good for the greatest number, that always ensure that it is the people that have entrusted us with their lives, with the belief that we being government will make life meaningful for them.
In a lead paper presentation, former Governor of Lagos and former Minister of Works Babatunde Fashola canvassed for the reopening of the special status for Lagos at the National Assembly to cater for the large population of the state. Fashola, who believed in the democratic process of governance, expressed dismay that democracy is fast becoming dysfunctional and must be salvaged by those in power.
This is the way to legitimately distribute wealth, from construction to supply to haulage to food vendors on site. You will reach many more people that you can ever even contemplate, and this must be done at the state and local government, and I dare say in a most competitive and transparent way, so that people feel the flow of money inside the economy. And this will include road repairs, construction, drainage clearance, maintenance of buildings, schools, hospitals, and so on and so on and so forth.
Earlier, special advisor to the governor on political, legislative and civic engagement, Tajuddin Abiodun, said former executive legislative members will share from their wealth of experience with the new ones among them to achieve the Greater Lagos agenda for the benefit of residents.
So we want Mr. Governor, Mr. Speaker, to always work in tandem, to always work in unison, so that other members of the legislators, other members of the ESCO, whenever they reach to the legislature, they can talk and make sure things go on very well.
Our correspondent Adiola Kindele reports that the parley, which is the 18th in its series, will end on Saturday. Recognizing the importance of the rights of consumers, Lagos State Government has advocated fairness, responsibility, and ethical usage of artificial intelligence, AI technology, irrespective of status, to protect their rights. These came to the fore at a one-day conference and exhibition to commemorate this year's World Consumer Rights Day with the theme Fair and Responsible AI for Consumers, organized by the Lagos State Consumer Protection Agency, LASCOPA, to ensure a robust regulatory framework that protects consumers. Speaking at the event, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu noted that his administration will continue to protect consumers through right policies and ensure conducive environment for businesses to thrive. The governor also called on manufacturers to have a conducive working relationship with consumers and join hands with the government in protecting the rights of consumers to create an economy that works for all.
More importantly is to always ensure that we as a government protect the vulnerable. And in this case, it's the consumers that are the vulnerable, that are the voiceless, that are the ones that do not have anybody to stand up for them. And that's why the agency has been set up to protect you, to hold your hand, to ensure that your rights as a consumer are protected, that to understand and to appreciate that you have a voice.
Commissioner for Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade and Investment, Folashade Ambrose Medebem, who noted that technology advancement offers an unparalleled opportunity for development, convenience and accountability, said Lagos State is mindful of its challenges, hence the need for fairness and responsible use of AI. Chairman, House Committee on Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade and Investment, Abiodun Tobo, who commended the role of LASCOPA in ensuring that the rights of consumers in the state are protected, urged members of the public not to conceal information but speak out when their rights are trampled upon. On his part, General Manager LASCOPA, Afolabi Sholebo, noted that AI involves transparency and accountability, and consumers deserve to know how their data is being used, as well as understand the decisions made by AI system. Hence, developers and companies must prioritize ethical considerations, ensuring that AI benefits the society as a whole. To cushion the effect of the current economic hardship, 20 minibuses have been provided by the Ojodu Local Council Development Area for residents and students for easy commuting, with 1 million naira interest-free loans for small business owners to boost their trade. Chairman of the council, David Odumbaku, who stated this during an interactive session with journalists, said his administration has delivered dividends of democracy to residents in various sectors, including health, education, environment, youth and social infrastructure, in alignment with the Themes Plus developmental agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration. On roads infrastructure, the local council within 1 year has rehabilitated over 4 inner roads, including Fadeyi, Paul Avenue, Otunla and Omar Saru, while the council sought the assistance of the Lagos State Ministry of Works to assist in finding a lasting solution to the bad portion of the road in Area G, Ogba, currently earmarked for repairs. In the health sector, the council has intensified its health mission and see a doctor initiative with plans to build a mini general hospital to complement the existing 7 primary healthcare centers in the LCDA. According to Odumbaku, under various skills acquisition and agricultural programs in partnership with the relevant ministries of the state government, youth and women in the council have been empowered as part of efforts to reduce unemployment.
I believe in our president, Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, on the policies and programs and the ways navigating the country. What we can do as a local government is to support those ideas in our own little way and support the state's program as well. Like I said earlier, our program is in tandem with the state's Team Plus program as well. The ACE agenda has been our bedrock. We've been following it, and so far so good. We've done a lot for the community that we can build on. We have a Sunday market. We've gotten the directive. We've spoken to the market leader within that jurisdiction, the market leader for the USCDA.
Odumbaku, who hinted at plans to build a sport facility in Ojodu LCDA, assured residents of the area of his administration's commitment towards improving their standards of living. Now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has inaugurated the Implementation Committee for Nigeria's Digital in Health Initiative. The government says the committee will guide data policy, regulation, repository management, and serve as an ombudsman to establish a national digital health environment that will support the scale-up of digital health interventions. Speaking at the inauguration of the 20-person committee in Abuja, the coordinating minister of the Health and Social Welfare, Mohammed Pate, said the digitization of healthcare would help to improve patients' experience and protection of data. According to Pate, the platform will improve patients' health outcomes and reduce cost of care by the providers at different levels, improve the work life of health providers using the tools, and for policymakers, managers to improve the effectiveness and efficiency and be able to hold actors accountable. The Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, has tasked artificial intelligence AI developers to be transparent about the data, algorithms, and models used in systems for fair and responsible deployment of AI to address challenges facing the country. NCC Executive Vice Chairman Aminu Maida, who made the call, also charged AI organizations to handle personal data responsibly following strict privacy regulations, stressing that consumers should understand how AI system works and have a way to address issues of biases. Maida made the call at the headquarters of the commission in Abuja while delivering his keynote address at an event held in commemoration of the World Consumer Rights Day themed Fair and Responsible Artificial Intelligence for the Consumer. The NCC boss, who was represented by the Executive Commissioner Designate Technical Services, Abraham Oshadami, noted that the adoption of fifth-generation technology in Nigeria has increased the deployment of AI in various sectors and therefore called for ethical adoption for the innovation. And now to foreign news. A Russian ballistic missile attack has hit civilian infrastructure in Ukraine's Black Sea port city of Odessa, killing at least 16 people and injured more than 70 in Moscow's deadliest attack in weeks. Ukrainian officials say Russia has stepped up its strikes on the southern city in recent weeks, launching drones or missiles almost every day this month. The region's governor, Oleg Kaipa, says 2 Russian Iskander-M missiles fired from the Moscow-occupied peninsula of Crimea struck a residential area in Odessa. According to Kaipa, the medic and rescuer were killed by a second missile after rushing to the scene to treat people hurt in the initial strike. Residents are rushing to donate blood, causing queues at medical centers, and Saturday has been declared a day of mourning. In sport now, Ghana Football Association has reappointed Otto Addo as the head coach of the Black Stars. Addo's reappointment was announced by Bundesliga club Borussia Dortmund. The club, in a statement, said the talented Addo will part ways in the summer as he embarks on his new role as coach for the Ghanaian national team. The Bundesliga club wished him the best as he embraced a new chapter in his career. It remains to be seen if Addo will be in charge of the Black Stars squad when they take on Nigeria Super Eagles in a friendly game on the 22nd of March in Marrakesh, Morocco. And that's it on the news at 6. But just before we go, ensure the registration mark on your vehicle is clear and visible at all times. You can follow us and like all the various social media platforms: X, formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Watch us live on Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch all our previous programs and news on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration provided 450,000 pupils with e-learning devices? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. A 3-day executive and legislative party has kicked off in Lagos State with the theme Engaging All for an Inclusive Governance, Hands On for a Greater Lagos. The federal government has inaugurated the Implementation Committee for Nigeria's Digital In-Health Initiative. We also told you that a Russian ballistic missile attack has hit civilian infrastructure in Ukraine's Black Sea port city of Odessa, killing at least 16 people and injured more than 70 in Moscow's deadliest attack in weeks. Finally, in sport, Ghana Football Association has reappointed Otto Addo as the head coach of the Black Stars. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to Lagos Traffic Radio at lagosstate.gov.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adirayo Idowolaya. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening.